Hey, y'all. So, I wanted to talk to y'all about boundaries, and it's imperative that you stick to and you keep your boundaries because trust me when I tell you that toxic people, they will push your boundaries. They will try you and they will sit there. And in other words, if you're not sure what a boundary is, a boundary, for example, would be like, hey, I don't like it when you raise your voice at me. Don't raise your voice. And so then you talk to this individual and they get to raising their voice. That's a boundary that they crossed because you told them do not raise your voice. So you know the consequence that you should enforce behind your boundary is disengage. Like, I don't give a fuck if it is rude and y'all are in the middle of a conversation. If you told them don't raise their voice at you, you walk the fuck off in the middle of the fucking conversation. Rude as fuck. They could feel how they want to feel. Point is, you're establishing a boundary. I said, don't raise your voice at me. You raising your voice. So the consequence is, I'm disengaging, conversation over, and I'm walking the fuck away and I'm ignoring you for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, or whenever. I guarantee you people gonna start learning like, oh shoot, they said this. Because you gotta show people. You know what I'm saying? When people come at you sideways, you gotta let them know, no. That is a boundary. Now, some people may not know your boundaries unless you state what your boundaries are. Some people might step on your toes by accidents because they didn't know. But if you make it plain and you make it clear as glass that, hey, don't do this, then if that person really loves and cares about you or really considers themselves your friend or somebody that's for you on your side, they will respect the fact that you said, hey, this is a boundary. Please do not cross it. You know what I'm saying? And they should be happy that you even forgave them and that you talked to them after the first fucking time. But toxic people love to press your fucking boundaries. They love to try to see how far they can go, how far they can bend your boundary. No, boundaries shouldn't be bent. If it's a boundary, it should be a clear-cut line. Just like when you draw the line and you're absolutely done or fed up with somebody or something, you should be drawing that same line when it comes to your boundary. It shouldn't be, oh, well, an exception for this. No, because guess what? That's not a boundary. And that person's gonna, every boundary you try to set up, that person's gonna push it in, dent it, obscure the line. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let people know straight up, like, that's unacceptable behavior. I'm not gonna tolerate it. Do it again, we're done. The friendship is over. The whatever is over. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let people straight up know. And then even when you tell them, and then they call themselves trying to test you, trying to, see how far they can go, trying you, cut them off. Slice and dice like the damn ninja fruit game. Cut them off. Block, delete. There's no reason why you should be entertaining somebody that has crossed your boundaries, because if they can cross your boundaries, they do not respect you. And if they do not respect you, what makes you think they're going to be for you, on your side, or try to help you? At that point, if they're up there trying to cross boundaries, push boundaries, you know what I'm saying, seeing how far they could take shit and stuff like that, they're a toxic person. You need to cut them off, get rid of them, point blank, period. Family, friend, co-worker, whoever the fuck, it don't fucking matter. Do they pay your bills at the end of the day? Do they feed you? Do they clothe you? Do they help you take care of your family or anything that you got going on in your life? If they don't do shit for you, fuck them. In the words of Bernie Mac, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And fuck them with no lube. Make sure that shit is felt. That's all I'm getting at. Make sure they feel that fucking burn, because some people just don't get it until it's done to them. Then it's like, well, why did you do this? Don't be trying to play victim now. You crossed the boundary, you crossed the line, and now, you mad that the tables get flipped or get turned. Because remember, if people can cross your boundaries, you are more likely to be used. You are more likely to be abused. And a lot of people be scared to set up boundaries. Well, if I establish a boundary, him or her, they'll run away. Let them run. They weren't meant for you. They weren't meant to be in your life. You know? Let them go. Again, fuck them. What are they doing for you besides trying to see what they can get from you or get out of you? When you a boundary for here's another example of a boundary. Somebody asks you, "Hey, could you do me a favor? I'm trying to move." Now, you don't feel like helping them move because you've had a long day or a long week or whatever's going on. So you tell them no. You don't owe them no explanation as to why. Just a solid ass no. That's a boundary. And a lot of y'all need to learn to stop being yes men and yes women and fucking say no. No has been my best friend since I was a kid. Shoot, trust me, a kidnapper kidnapped my ass, I would have been like, no, no, no. They would have returned me back to my mama. Even though I think I would have been better off with the kidnappers given how my mom is. I would have totally been better off with the kidnappers. But anyways, for real though, y'all need to learn to say no. Establish boundaries. And if you're not sure where to start, ask yourself, what do you want? There's a lot of people who feel like, well, I'm tired of feeling disrespected. Well, what will it take for you to feel respected? You got to start setting boundaries. There's nothing wrong with healthy boundaries. And either a person who genuinely, deals with you or that's cool with you, they will respect your boundaries. They will stick around regardless of your boundaries, because if they are a healthy individual too, 9 times out of 10, they too will have their own boundaries. But I think the best thing people should start doing is just saying boundaries up front. It's no different than when you first meet an individual and you begin dating. Y'all state deal breakers. Well, if both of y'all agree that cheating is a deal breaker and one party cheats, well, that is a boundary that has been crossed and you leave that cheating motherfucker alone. A lot of y'all be clowns at the motherfucking circus and y'all got the nerve to be, woe is me. Clown makeup running down your face. You're looking all stupid. You feeling stupid. You knew he was a clown. You knew she was a clown, but you still wanted to be the ringleader at the circus. You wanted to be playing with the goddamn elephants and tigers and bears and shit, rolling around on the goddamn big ass ball and shit, swinging up like the goddamn trapeze gymnastics and shit. You tossed your own fucking salad. So stop playing victim like, oh, they did. You said that the deal breaker was cheating. They cheated, leave them the fuck alone. Because they clearly don't respect you. They clearly didn't like you enough to respect that boundary. Or just better yet, say, hey, this is not working out. I want to see someone else. Good luck in life. And just walk the fuck away. A lot of people take direct communication as disrespect, as you attacking them. It is not disrespect and it's not attacking. A lot of people, in America with 3 Ks, we love soft language. You can't say this. You can't say that. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say, and I don't give a fuck who knows. I'm gonna tell you to your face. I'm gonna tell you to your face before I talk about you behind your back. That's just the kind of person that I am. I'm gonna address you. And that's the thing. Toxic people don't like being addressed. So when they cross your boundary, you address that shit. And you let them know, hey, you stepped on my toe. Back your ass up. And if they don't back the fuck up, you push them. And if y'all got to fight, then you gonna just bang it out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers got to learn that they not going to just get away with any and everything. And another thing that you got to learn, why do you have fear of letting somebody who don't like you, don't respect you, go? You don't trust them. You don't like them. You know that they're bringing you down, that they're toxic, that they're not good for you, that they're always a negative Nancy and a Debbie Downer. Why are you trying to keep them around? Because you're afraid of being lonely? You should be your own best friend. That's where everything starts. It starts with you. If you've reached a limit where you're tired of being disrespected, you're tired of being cheated on, you're tired of being lied to, you're tired of being abused, used, taken advantage of, and on and on and on and on, goddamn victimhood motherfuckers go. Okay? Stop being the victim and become the victor. Let me say that again. Stop being the victim and become the victor. What happened, happened. It's in the past. Let that shit go. And what are you doing moving forward? You know, I get that this person did X, Y, Z. Okay, it's a natural emotion to want to be a little revengeful or get back at them. But let me tell you this. If you believe in the Most High, because again, a person can say they believe in God and they pray and blah, 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 blah. People pray to Satan, people. God, or Satan is considered a god to certain people. So you can't really go off of that. Don't sit here, oh, they go to church every Sunday. And wolf in sheep's clothing. You think a wolf is just going to be like going up to a sheep? No, they about to trick your ass. Come on now. And some of y'all continuously get tricked. And then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Usually is the fucking case. So let it go. Once a liar, always a liar. If they're lying about shit that don't make sense to lie about, and you catching them in small lies, what else are they lying about? Do you want a liar in your life? Do you want a cheater in your life? Do you want someone who's abusive, emotionally manipulative, or a manipulator, period? Do you want someone who's toxic and constantly has chaos and drama in your fucking life? These are questions, open-ended questions that I'm getting you to ask yourself. Because some people, they don't get it until I talk to them and I ask them, I just so happen to ask them the right questions. I don't know the circumstances of your life. There's a lot of people trapped in toxic, abusive relationships because they can't afford to leave. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't give a good goddamn. If you ain't got family support, there are shelters that you can go to. Ladies, there are shelters that I'm sure men can go to too, to get out of that abusive situation. There's no reason for you to stick around. You're just making excuses to stick around because you're really comfortable in your abuse. You're comfortable in your toxicity. You're comfortable playing the victim. That's why you allow these people to break and cross your boundaries. I mean, when motherfuckers come up to my boundaries, they like a mine. Like, what? God, what the fuck is this invisible? It's a fucking boundary. That's what it is. And you're not gonna break my shit neither. Like, a lot of y'all gotta build. I know that you might have a good heart, a good spirited person. You like helping people. But you gotta learn who you can help and who you gotta let go to the motherfucking wayside and rot. You know, I mean, if you have a rotten tomato and you got a bunch of tomatoes, are you gonna leave that rotten tomato in the basket of other tomatoes for the rot to spread to the other tomatoes? Or are you gonna take the rotten tomato out and toss it some damn where in the trash or whatever? So, I mean, don't sit there and let a bad apple spoil the bunch, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that you gotta forge your boundaries, stick to them, and the best way to do that is to actually write it down. Write down, hey, I'm going to create this boundary. I'm going to enforce this boundary. I'm going to do this. Write it down, because if you just have it in your mind, like all humans do, we happen to change our minds. Now you're changing your boundaries. Now you're going to become flexible. Now you're going to be walking around here with no backbone. Have some backbone about yourself. Trust me, the people meant to be in your life are going to be in your life. And the people that aren't meant to be, they're going to go. And let them go. Just be mindful that when they try to come back, because they always try to come back, you be like, boop, boundary, set your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all be out there making your boundaries, write it down, stick to it. I'm trying to help you be great. Set your boundaries and stick to that shit. Don't let nobody break you down. Don't let them break you down. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll holla at y'all at the next video. Peace.